I have very strong reservations, some of which were mentioned by the previous speaker, about the tax allowance on corporate sponsorship. Not because I object to that allowance. My concern is how is it going to be implemented, and whether, in the minister's own words, in fact, his expectation is that it will be embraced by corporations, that alumni, they will be given towards their own schools, any school they would like to support. The danger of that is that the corporate sector, at the level of CEOs and so on who make those decisions, they likely came from prestige schools. They likely came from the better off schools. I am not saying that is a total fact, and again, we come back to analysis and data, because I too am making this statement without having that data. I think the ministry has to, this measure, I would support this measure, but I think it must be underpinned by the ministry's own assessment of the schools that are most in need of corporate support. And that there's something the member wishes to say? No? Okay. And that you are not legislating that, but if you are not to end up widening the gap between the better off schools, the ones some of them who don't have proper desks, but the others have a computer lab that they want to enhance, you can guide the corporate sector through your own identification of these are the schools that most help, and we would like you. Now, what that suggests is that you have to have a prior policy basis that you can engage the corporate sector. It means, again, going out, taking this allowance and going out with it, using that as a basis to channel that kind of support. The great risk here is that the schools that are most in need of help will not be the beneficiaries. But there is so much value for a corporation if they understood, if they were to go and see that a school that is really in need is the one, never mind who's on the board and who's on the executive management team, that they're helping a school that is in need.